Doing moderate intensity cardio on a regular basis is one of the most reliable, evidence-backed ways to reduce visceral fat, and it's a strategy that benefits nearly every system in your body. Unlike cosmetic body fat that sits under the skin, visceral fat wraps around your liver, intestines, and other internal organs, interfering with hormonal balance, blood sugar regulation, and inflammatory pathways. This deep abdominal fat is metabolically harmful and closely tied to increased risk for cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, dementia, and certain cancers. But here's the encouraging truth. Visceral fat is especially responsive to aerobic movement, particularly when it's sustained, rhythmic, and done consistently. Moderate intensity cardio, such as brisk walking, steady cycling, swimming, or even hiking on gentle inclines, elevates your heart rate into a fat-burning zone without overstressing your body. According to multiple clinical studies, doing at least 150 minutes per week of this type of activity significantly reduces visceral fat, even if weight loss is modest or absent. That's because this kind of movement doesn't just burn calories. It activates enzymes and hormonal responses that improve fat oxidation, your body's ability to break down and use stored fat as fuel. Visceral fat, which is more metabolically active than subcutaneous fat, is often the first to respond when you shift your body toward regular aerobic activity. What makes cardio particularly powerful is its cumulative impact on insulin sensitivity. When you perform cardio regularly, your muscles become more efficient at absorbing glucose from the bloodstream, which lowers insulin levels, reduces inflammation, and interrupts the cascade of metabolic signals that tell your body to hoard fat around your organs. That's why even light to moderate cardio can outperform calorie restriction alone when it comes to reducing deep abdominal fat. But here's the warning: sedentary behavior, even in people who appear lean, is strongly associated with higher levels of visceral fat. If you sit for long periods every day without engaging in structured physical activity, you're allowing that dangerous internal fat to accumulate silently. And it doesn't matter if you exercise once or twice a week. The benefit comes from consistency. A short walk after meals, a bike ride a few times a week, or 30-minute swim sessions spread across the week. These add up to meaningful, organ-protective change. You don't need to overtrain or push your body to exhaustion. In fact, extreme workouts may backfire by spiking cortisol, which in turn can promote central fat storage. The goal with moderate intensity cardio is to elevate your heart rate to a point where you're breathing faster but still able to talk. This sweet spot is where your body starts using more fat as its primary fuel source. And unlike crash diets or weight loss pills, this method improves your long-term metabolic flexibility, cardiovascular fitness, and mitochondrial health, all of which help keep visceral fat off for good. The benefits go well beyond fat reduction. Regular cardio supports brain health, improves sleep, enhances mood, and lowers systemic inflammation, all of which interact with your ability to maintain healthy fat distribution. You'll not only feel lighter but more resilient, physically and mentally, as your metabolism shifts toward a healthier, more efficient state. The bottom line is this: if you're not moving, you're building risk. But if you make moderate intensity cardio part of your weekly rhythm, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, you are actively dismantling one of the most dangerous drivers of modern chronic disease. Visceral fat is not permanent. It's not stubborn. It's responsive, but only if you make movement non-negotiable. Your heart, liver, and brain will all benefit, and over time, so will your waistline and your future health.